What's up, Guardians? Profane here. Thanks for checking out the video. Today we take a look at a new leak that reveals some epically mind-blowing details about the upcoming Lightfall expansion.
Then boom!
This includes details to the new Darkness subclass, returning zones, new zones, and details to the narrative for Lightfall. We'll be digging into all the details to this new leak that was recently posted both on PSPN and on Twitter. You can find the link in the description below. This leak was shared by and is credited to Destiny Leaks, who has provided several leaks in the past that have been shockingly accurate. A link to their Twitter will be listed below as well. And while it's too early to know if this new leak will follow suit in accuracy, I do expect that if these leaks are legitimate, that we will be seeing many of the things that we discuss in today's video be demonstrated and teased during Bungie's upcoming Lightfall showcase, which reveals on August 23rd. Now, before we dive into everything, if you end up enjoying today's video, then please be sure to help support the channel below by hitting that like button along with the subscribe button if you're new. Both are greatly appreciated. Now, while this leak doesn't include original findings or source material, Destiny Leaks claims that these leaks are sourced from official emails and documents from Bungie, as well as phone recordings and other insider sources. Now, the leak begins by addressing the new Darkness-based subclass that Guardians have dubbed as Vapor, officially being titled as Strand, a green-based subclass featuring poison-themed attacks. Now, this tracks with what we recently saw out of leaked developer gameplay, where we saw character abilities highlighted in green, something that many Guardians assumed was only for the purpose of game testing, but now could have actually been an early look at this new Strand subclass. It's also worth noting that in that gameplay, the Guardian's grenade icon matches that of a solar grenade, with the melee matching that of a hunter stasis melee, meaning that those icons could be repurposed for new Strand abilities that are going to be based off of these and other existing abilities. The Strand subclass is based off of the idea of the flow of life and death, which will see Guardians utilizing abilities like summoning, teleporting, and leeching. According to the leak, there was a grappling hook in the works with the Strand subclass, but that idea might have gotten scrapped along the way. The addition of a grappling hook ability is an extremely exciting thought, so hopefully that's not something that would get thrown off the table. Personally, I don't think Strand is a very appealing subclass name. What I do suspect is that Bungie, like they've done plenty of times in the past, might have labeled this new Darkness subclass with a codename of Strand. A poison, corruption-based subclass is far more suited to the subclass name of Vapor rather than the Strand, or just in my opinion at least. But by all means, let me know your thoughts on Strand being the next Darkness subclass in the comments below. And this is where the leak moves into the story and narrative workings of Lightfall. It starts with a brief explanation of the Veil, a concept race that has been bounced around in idea form for years, but never implemented into the game. But now it would appear that in the storyline of Lightfall, the Witness will be seeking a powerful relic to use against the Traveler to set on the final shape. Now, this relic is guarded by a new friendly ally race, which is where the Veil could come into play. It's unclear whether it would be the Veil or an entirely different race that guards this relic, but to bring the Veil in would be a very sensible thing to do in my opinion, as the concept art has already been there for years. It just wouldn't make sense to introduce any other race, but let me know your thoughts on the Veil being introduced in the comments below. We don't get any details on the actual ally race or their origin, but just me speculating, I feel like an introduction of a new ally race along with the witness's pursuit of this relic could mean that this ally race is actually the home race of the witness, which could be why they are siding with us to try to prevent some kind of mass genocide. The leak goes on to say that in the witness's efforts to acquire this relic, he will send Callus to Neptune. Neptune's playable areas will be reminiscent of the terrain and cities from Venus and Titan. Guardians will discover the new ally race on Neptune, where they will teach us how to wield the new Darkness subclass, but not before Callus seizes the opportunity to steal the relic. Now, I'm always a fan of new planets being added, new zones, new discoverables, new lost sectors, new strikes, all the new things. So to introduce Neptune as a new playable destination would be absolutely amazing. But at the same rate, that could mean that we'll lose access to current planets, as Bungie is always trying to balance and manage the use of space and data through content vaulting. So we'll see how this plays out. According to the leak, at some point through the narrative of Lightfall, the Witness will succeed and use the relic against us, causing the pyramids and the Traveler to collide, creating some sort of black hole level portal. Now, it's unclear whether this will be what leads us into the final shape, or if this will have other developments like Vex interference or interdimensional time travel. Who knows, maybe Iron Man will pop out. But if this leak is accurate, it looks as though the future is looking pretty grim for our Traveler, and I can't imagine things will fare out too well for anyone trapped below the collision, so might be a good time for the citizens of the last city to start making some travel plans. Let me know your thoughts on the Traveler and the pyramids colliding and Neptune being introduced as a new planet in the comments below. The last details that this leak addresses are in regards to monetization and event cards. While there's not much to go on, it would appear that Bungie is working on new forms of in-game monetization to go along with Eververse, and that this could revolve around event cards. This year's Solstice was the first seasonal event to introduce event cards and was received with mixed reviews. So I'm not really sure if that one's going to play out for Bungie if that is true. And with that, we have concluded our breakdown of the latest Lightfall leaks provided by Destiny Leaks on Twitter. Obviously, you should always take any leaked details with a grain of salt and an open mind. I'd love to hear what your thoughts and overall impressions of these leaks are. Do you feel like they have some merit, or is it all just a bunch of rubbish? With Bungie's Lightfall showcase coming up in just over a week, we won't have to wait very long to know for sure. So be sure to stay tuned to the channel as we cover all of the new developments with Season 18, Season 19, Lightfall, and beyond. Thank you again for checking out today's video. I hope you have enjoyed. If so, then please be sure to help support the channel below by hitting that like button along with the subscribe button if you're new. Both are greatly appreciated, and until next time, Guardians, this has been Profane, wishing you all some very happy hunting.